Hello, hello. Welcome to ARMA League Season 2, Hanchans 15 and 16. As a quick briefer of the rules, we are playing with Akaari, Tobinashi or no bankruptcy, a Tamahane or head bump over double or triple run, Kiriage or rounded mangan, no board of draws, 30-10 Uma with an Oka at a 30k return. I am JCakes, joined by SBT
Hello.
and Corak.
Good evening.
I think it's good morning for you, isn't it?
Yes, it's 6 in the morning, but we're good to go.
Before we get into things fully, let's have a quick look at our. Sorry, let's have a quick look at our standings going into. Up for me. So we do have. This is our schedule for the day. A lot of so we got an old classic here. So we have AKTK, who was a very big hitter in the first season and was on the team Dark Flame Coast Totoro, but hadn't touched a game until today. We're definitely going to be covering one of their games. This one over here with Legius, Mercedes, and Last ESP. But the first Hanchan we'll be touching today is this middle Hanchan with No Visa, Russell. I think I got that wrong. Slinky and Miku. As a quick reminder of the standings before we're going in, we do have Atasuki in first place, Taldream in second place, Water and Fire third place, Dark Flame Coast Totoro in fourth place, Junk and Ron in fifth. That's a huge jump. They were 11th yesterday. Calm for Fun in 6th place, AUNSW Wanderers in 7th, Powerpuff Boys in 8th, Long John Silver in 9th, Tanyas Station in 10th, Itchy Richie Fingers in 11th, and Unistar in 12th place. Yeah, so that sort of closes our intro, and this is the first game that we will be watching today. A few pretty high ranked players. We got this 4-dan 2000 R player on our left, Miku, who is doing very well in the standings. I believe they're 6th overall on 130 points in 4 games. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yep, go on.
No, I was just thinking, just 4 weeks in, we're definitely starting to get to the point where, there are the players who, you want to look out for have started setting themselves apart from everyone else. Miku is definitely one of those players. Other players playing this week, there's Jaffa, Chewy played yesterday, it's someone to look out for as well. Yeah, there's just a lot of players that are, starting to make statements for themselves. So, keep an eye out, I think.
Yep, fair enough. Yeah, definitely. And there's also we've hit that we've hit halfway, or we're gonna hit halfway through the season after today. So, it's a ticking. You're one of the bottom teams. Time to start making plays. That kind of thing.
Yeah,
We still have time to come back even now, but
this
is not the time when you want to see yourself under that cut line.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely agree. If you see yourself like 9th and lower, now's the time to, have a chat, think about your contractual obligations.
Think about your contract and getting paid. All right, we do enter the first Hanchan with Novisa in the east seat, Russell in the south seat, Slinky in the west seat, and Miku in the north seat. Dora is the 3-pin. What do you gents see?
I like Slinky's hand.
Yeah, it is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? A lot of Dora acceptance as well. It's pretty darling.
Yeah, even without the Dora acceptance, it's just fast.
Fast and relatively expensive. Although Miku on the left here, probably gonna go for this. Can go for the Honitsu. Can even go for like a Tanya Pinfu Dora 1. Really, we'll have to see. Leaving both options out there by getting rid of the Penchan first.
Oh, sure, and you get rid of that slow block anyway. And yeah, well, there's Slinky very clearly keeping the lead in this hand.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, Slinky's short of getting unlucky. Slinky has the momentum, at least. What am I saying?
No Visa looking probably for an Itsu in. Okay, well there. Ooh, the
that's
Dora wait. Ricci
Oh.
Tanya Dora.
That's a.
Yeah. It's unfortunately not the way you wanted the hand to go.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think you have to take it as
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And then No Visa is definitely opening this hand. Oh, that's not what I would have gone with. I'd definitely gone with the 9 pin and just continue pushing for Itsu.
True.
Yeah. I think they're probably just posturing defensively.
But I think the Corak's idea is that you can still posture defensively and cut the 9 pin. That way if you draw the 8 pin.
Well, yes, and even beyond that, the 9 pin is still the safest tile in the hand.
Oh yeah, actually that's live. I just noticed. Ooh, 3 pin draw. Miku killing half of Slinky's weights, ending on a
nice
5
draw.
That's a very nice draw.
Yeah.
Oh my
definitely
god.
advances.
Oh,
you can
baby!
feel that one.
You can
There's-
feel that
no God.
one in
There
your
is no God.
jimmies. Ura? Oh wait, you don't even need an Ura. That's a Baimon.
That's just a lot of points, man.
Gets the Ura anyway.
In case
Just to
there
put
was
the
any
exclamation point on this hand, then Miku is way up now.
Yes, Baimon run directly on Slinky. That has got to sting.
Yeah.
Especially when you start off with that hand, you're thinking this is going to be cruising. I'm going to get minimum 3,900. We're in a great position, and no.
Yeah, and then death.
Speaking of early Ricci,
So I'm just looking through the stats. I'm trying to figure out where Slinky's team is positioned. So they're tile dreaming, aren't they? They've got points to lose, so it's fine.
They've got point. I don't know if we want to. I don't know if we're happy hearing that, but I guess so.
Look, man, losing points hurts way less when you're already in second place.
You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, alright, yeah, early dealer, Ricci Tanya.
Slinky decides to push originally, throwing the dreaded Sunso into the Ricci and survive.
Oh, that's the 4 Fucky. Visa's also posturing quite aggressively.
Oh, Uncon while you're
I think
still...
I'll hold on that for a bit and just throw in the 9 pin this turn, but it's a very bold line.
Uncon when you're like 3 Shanten? Is that 2 or 3 Shanten? I can't tell.
It's a fair way away.
It's 2 completed shapes, so that's going to be... Oh no, and then there isn't even a... Okay, now it's...
Okay, now, yeah, but like Tenpai will...
Kill him.
Yeah, Tenpai will kill him, so...
Unless he draws another 3
Unless you draw 1 or 2 pin, in which case you had Ipeco, which would be great.
Yeah. We got,
if he gets really unlucky, we might see him in negatives before we even get to East 3.
No Visa puts a very awkward situation now.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Well, the 2-9 will come out this turn, but I think these shapes are pretty clear what's happening
we've
now.
got a Tamahane. Tenpai for Visa, but it will a Tamahane the 3-pin out. A Tamahane Chun Dora 2 denying the win to Russell. Oh, that's gonna hurt a little bit.
That's technically good for Slinky, though.
Yeah, Slinky has no idea how terrible that almost was. And I'm so curious as to what the Uradora were there. Because that could have been either from an annoying 3,900 feed to ultra death.
Yeah. On the bright side now, you know, Slinky does have their dealership.
And I see a bunch of really good hands this time.
Yeah. A pair of East, pair of Whites, pair of Greens.
No East. It's East and West.
Is it?
No, the player in front of us.
Oh, the player in front of us. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Slinky.
Oh, no, I was just going around the table.
Yeah,
There's also a Chunta line for Miku as well.
Chunta, Sanshoku, maybe even Hatsu.
Look like Visa is not going to give any hope to Slinky, just as Slinky postures his hand aggressively.
Yeah, Slinky sells out for the Honitsu or Chinitsu.
I'm not entirely sure how I feel
about
this.
Dorotu.
I feel a lot
worse
better
about it now. I feel a lot worse about it
Yeah, I
now.
feel a lot
I'd
worse.
love
I
to have
agree
a
with
1, 2,
Corak.
3.
1, 2, 3. Oh, or draw it yourself.
Or yeah, or draw it yourself.
Oop. Ishan, sorry, still Ishan 10, but has an improvement. Can I select the 360? Aka 5 man puts Russell into 10.
Oh, perfect. What? Huh? That's a mistake. Definitely should have called the West.
Oh,
there.
wait, didn't call the boy. Oh, what?
Didn't call the first.
Wait, okay. He's bailed out.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the wrong discard again.
Wait.
Should have definitely thrown the East there. I wonder if not realizing or remembering that Honitsu itself is the Yaku.
Considering
you don't have anything on top of it, but
considering
I think that was a mistake.
Yeah.
They might have maybe wanted to keep Cheetoy.
No,
I don't agree with it.
way.
Oh,
Really?
Furitan, Roungman, Ricci on the Aka 5-pin draw for Russell. Reach, Pinfu, Dora 2 will be at Sumo. Because they have to Sumo it. But they are just going to be free time. Oh my god.
There's the backfire, and you look at those shapes and you're thinking, you've made it with a 3-3, 3-4, 5-5. But the 9 kills that off.
Well, it does look like that. Okay, so fortunately for Slinky, Russell will be just leaking tiles endlessly, like giving away the 6-0. What?
What? No,
what?
Okay. I'm lost. This is just bad.
What? No, Slinky, this is your comeback. A fault?
Is this tilt? This very well could be tilt.
And it's Sumo. Oh my god.
And if it cheese, it changes the draw order. So I don't feel that bad punished for making really bad decisions. But sitting at 100 points in East 4, not the ideal position.
Yeah, I'm just like usually I try to rationalize like some sort of idea, but
maybe Slinky did miss the Honitsu. Maybe Slinky thought that only Yaku was Haku.
That's how it looked like when we were seeing the game.
Yeah, but even so, not seeing that 6-0 is really weird. Because, like, you let's say, worst case scenario, you think your Yaku is Haku, right?
Right.
Then you're just on Atazuke on the Haku for Haku Dora 4. Which is, like, it's not a great position, but you take it when you know someone to your left is Tenpai.
Could it be fear? Could you just be weirdly scared of something? Like,
if you're scared at 4,000 points, you need to be looking at a different game.
Yeah.
Oh,
because you basically at 4,000 points, you've got nothing left to lose.
Exactly, especially as dealer.
Oh, hands over now. We're moving on to the next one.
Look at these hands. Miku is definitely pulling something together. Novisa has 1 or 2 good draws to set up. I don't think I like the Tuso there, though.
4-man draw is amazing for Slinky right there. Posturing for maybe a reach. Yaku High Dora 1 would be really nice. Dora 2 if they can get that 8-pin.
Oh, I'd have definitely got the 9-so there.
Yeah, I agree with that. The 4-so cut is a little bit weird. Missing out on...
No, they're keeping the widest as Shanten. This is the reason why they got the 4-so. So they want to keep...
Sure, I guess you keep the 8, but...
Yeah.
You lose
keep the 8, but you lose out on the 4.
Yeah, you lose out on potential value.
Yeah. But, like, I think... Well, maybe maybe like he prefers to keep the highest Ukede possible. It's my guess anyway.
Well, that and the guaranteed good weight is still there, so you have some options with it.
Yeah. Oh, 7-pin draw, amazing for Visa. Dude, could this hand get to grenade? Reach.
Richi, Pinfu, Tanya, Sanshuku, Dora.
Oh, he's posturing for it.
Oh, there's Hipeko in there as well, possibly.
Yeah. You know that thing? Guys want only one thing, it's absolutely disgusting. Reach Tanya Pin. Oh, okay, not Tanya.
Well, you can still get the Sanshuku, but
yeah. There's 2 ways to get the Sunshoku now as well.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think of Visa forcing in the Shah? Obviously, you don't lose that much with Kade, but it is 4 tiles that you lose, which I don't think is like it's not a huge amount, obviously, relative to the other shapes.
Yeah.
But it is a loss in efficiency.
I feel like if you're like this hand, you'd be really sad if you like have to reach on like the 7, like discarding the 7. So like you might as well just confirm the shape. I feel.
Oh, there's the backfire for
Yeah,
Slinky.
unfortunate. Slinky choosing to keep the Shabo and the Chun and the 5 Mon, cutting the 6/7
Calls
shards.
for K10.
Calls for K10. A lot of wall left to be calling for K10.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing, especially with all that in the hand.
Yeah.
Ye of little faith.
Ye of little faith.
Well, it doesn't get much less faith than that.
I guess they've been
Slinky's
sumo
still not
gyriing since turn 4, so it could be slight frustration. Who knows? Yeah, Chi here on our right from Russell, also probably going to go for K10 too. Yep, 10 by. Waiting for the 4-pin, 9-pin, but no Yaku.
Slight improvement for Slinky.
Oh, it would end up in furry 10 though.
At this point, do you care? No.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, it doesn't care. Just cuts the 7. 6 mine is pretty live, but looks like Miku is very determined to keep their tempo.
Oh, as dealer, you're looking to take. Oh, okay. Call it, throw the 6, and you're in Tempai for a pretty good value.
Yeah. 5 8-pin, especially when you get the 8-pin. Chun, Hatsu, Dora 2 would bring up to a Mangan.
Oh, I definitely cheese this one. Yeah.
Nice. 6 9-pin wait here for Visa. No Yaku K10 again. So we have 3 K10s and 1 actual hand, but in the end, it all means the same value.
Honestly, I expected that hand to end very differently. I expected someone to lose at least 8,000 points.
Yeah.
It was looking that way very early, and then the hand just got stuck.
Yeah,
but there is a certain component of I feel like Miku was still in a position where they could have waited a little bit. Because they had maybe 5 draws left on a really good Ishan 10. But they chose
that
to go
just if it were just Ryanman, I could see going for it, but there was so much Ukulele there.
There is like a factor of, it is 5 draws. I guess I go now or I'm going to miss my chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys do bring up a very valid fact that, there was a lot of like openings they could have drawn into. It does feel like a slight missed opportunity, but what can you do, right?
Exactly. Sharp hair here for Russell. Russell with the fangs. Chito Ishan 10 for Miku, although that's a pretty sad hand to be going for Ishan 10 considering how many sequences you got there.
I think the 7-pin kind of makes it look like they're going to go for it, though.
Yeah, they are. Oh, they get there. 5-pin for Aka 5-pin or 9-pin because it's a better weight. 9-pin Tanki.
9-pin's a very good weight here.
Absolutely. 2 outs left in the wall. Also, the cut is very natural. It doesn't give away anything. Like a 7-5-pin is your very average, I improved
quite the
else.
opposite. It makes it really does make it look like a good weight, and it's potentially a 6-9, but much more likely a like that red 5.
7-pin,
but the fact that it was 7 followed by 5 make the 6-9 less likely. If it were the 5-7-7-8 shape, you'd throw the 5 first.
Exactly. I am confused by Russell. Russell cuts the 7-pin before the 5, so yes, their hand is a little bit behind, and probably it folds most of the time here, but if you get that Shah and you've got the 7-pin in your pawn, you're probably not very happy. Media Oikake from no Visa, 2-5 man, Ricci only, waiting on deal again, but very brave. Ooh. Enmon pawn breaking the apart. Okay.
It's a forced Shinitsu at this point, but I think the question is, was this decision made for you earlier? And that must have been the thinking when throwing the 7-pin right away is, I'm going for bust here. I have 100 points.
Mm.
Hmm.
He's also charging in with some very dangerous cards. The Forso was double live Musuji. Okay, 2 months away. Very nice for no reason.
Yeah, I don't envy Slinky's situation right now. It seems very...
Urasan! Urasan!
Tasty Urasan.
Tasty! We forgot, you know what? We spent too much time thinking about Slinky. We forgot to account for the Urasan. And a very nice and no visa sends him straight up to first place.
Yeah. You could say Visa actually had a visa in the first place.
And you can hear Slinky going, let me off this wild ride.
I would debate that Miku might be more frustrated. Ate the Oyakabari for that. And is now in second place despite the Baimon Ron.
Mm-hmm. Well, they've gone for a very quick hand here. Open on the Chun and the South.
Could be 3-9.
Well, that just makes it even cheaper. That's not what you want to draw.
Although, Miku's intention is very clear here. It's like, you know what? You're my direct competitor. You don't get a dealership. No,
yeah,
no.
Kick your direct competitor off of their dealership.
Yep.
Ooh, then that's an interesting draw. Do you take the Champone? Okay.
Let's take the shot.
I think that's what you do simply because you still have the 3 improvement.
Yeah.
Now, if you pair up on any of the Muns, do you shift off into Toy Toy?
Probably not. I wouldn't, but I'm not a very greedy player. What do you guys think?
I don't think I would either.
I have the defense to mess around, I think. So I just keep it as is. Now, the really interesting draw is the red 5-pin.
You realize that, like a magnet, Miku's going to draw the red 5-pin because you've said that, right?
Well, yeah, that's the idea. I'm here for fun.
That would be a very interesting draw. How much faith would you have?
I think that they might cut it back because
I think most people would cut it back, right?
Alright, 8-pin does come out from Slinky. Chun, Nan, 2,000 points, and as is Miku's plan, probably pushes Visa off their dealership and really closes that gap. It's like 300-point gap between you and, oh my god, Visa's hand. What the hell is this?
Visa's hand is it's
definitely
a ticket to hold in first place.
No, but look at Russell's. He's Ishanten for San Shokudora 1 already.
Yes. Yeah. Wait a minute.
And it's not like Slinky's hand is bad either.
I think the only bad hand here is Miku's hand.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, Miku's is the only hand where I would say they're just not a player anymore. Oh wow, the improvement!
Wow. That 8-pin's good, right?
Oh yeah, that definitely improves the shape.
Yeah.
Now instead of that at final Champone, you have a Ryanman and a Takamei Peiko.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, this is like a Yela Hanuman in the making.
Yeah. There's a random Arsuji trap just lying around now as well.
Yes, you don't think about it, but it could definitely be an issue as we get later into the hand.
Yeah, you get a couple discards in where, they've run out of safe discards. It's not much to rely on after that.
2-pin
Miku's Yaku is now forming. The question is that Hatsu coming out?
Surely not. Oh, he definitely
He just gives up on the hand, and based on how things were, that's not a terrible decision.
Okay.
All right, the Chun's dead. I missed it. So.
Oh, I thought that it was more interesting that if Miku will try to posture the hand towards Chitoi, since they want to involve the Hatsu no matter what, even if it's like subbing other people.
Yes, that's definitely a way you could have gone with it. The current structure of the hand's awkward. I probably would have gone that direction myself. The big issue you have now is, what are your safety tiles?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking like if you go for the Chitoi, you can leave the Chun as
And that's
safety.
another one of those improvements. You'd be feeling, okay, there's at least something here. And no visa at Ishanten.
So, Unfortunately for Slinky, they cut the 2-pin earlier, and I think that's going to bite them really hard. The 3-pin, 7-pin block is really hard to use.
Yeah, they've got a looks like Ishan 10, but it's a very awkward Ishan 10.
Yeah, unless they can get that 3 or 7-pin.
Well, yeah, you're just looking to call something at that point. Which is not how you want to feel at minus 4,000 calling for 2,000.
Not say such depressing things. Oh, no, that's still not Tenpai.
Yep.
It got me there for a second. For a second, I thought that was Tenpai.
You're missing a head now, and that's going to make the hand very awkward.
Oh.
Takes the Dama. I definitely would not have done that.
Dama. Oh, that would have been
Yeah,
close.
I feel like the problem is, what exactly are you waiting for? Because like all your improvements through 10 you.
Yes, literally every single draw is Fury 10.
Whoa! What the hell? Ooh. Okay, so Russell got the Tenpai. Sancho Kudora 1
okay.
cuts the 8. Okay,
well, because
no.
there's one 8 and one other 8-pin out right now, so it actually makes a certain amount of sense.
No, that does make a lot of sense. Unfortunately, they do not know that their weight is already dead.
Eat.
And what's worse is now they're trapped.
Ooh.
Because anything that improves their weight means that they will deal straight into Slinky.
I'm feeling really bad for Slinky here, because like, you know, I'm sure I've said it many times for her now, but if you're gonna reach there, you might as well have just
with the Ipatsu.
With the Ipatsu.
They planned everything. They planned everything. What do I know? It was all planned.
Reach Ipat's Tanya Dora 8k hit off of Russell, and that's gotta suck. Seeing how Russell opened up their hand, like not finishing off that Sancho Kudora 1 Ishan 10 from turn 2.
Dude, if I were Russell, I'd be so sad right now.
I'm so sad.
Yeah. You miss like many ways to get into Tenpai. You miss, you know, you dealt in on the parts. You missed like even converting on the hand. There's a lot you missed out on there.
Well, we have some very interesting hands here. Hanitsu for Novisa. Russell has some pretty good shapes. And Slinky's over there with Dora 2, possibly Dora 3 because of the 4-7 weight. And the East that comes out now and is actually in perfect Ishan 10.
Nice. So before you said that, there was actually going to be a lot of weight from Slinky on how like their hand was heavy on the ton, but once the ton was given, their hand is basically optimal at this point.
Well, that's the thing about being in South Round is you're not worried about it because no one else will be able to use it. And unless you're showing a bunch of Dora. Now, we suspect, calling the 1 mon off the start, there's maybe thinking that the 7 will be hard to call. Okay, yeah, you just take it here.
Oh, it doesn't take it. Oh, he's going for Toy. Oh,
it is a Toy. Needs points. I disagree with this when you have this much value already.
He's actually my.
Okay, that's enough of this.
I like the fighting spirit, but I think this is objectively wrong. It's very I don't know, how would you describe it? Very heavy-handed. Very heavy.
The big problem here is, what are you trying to call? You're trying to call mid-tiles.
Yeah, exactly. It's very heavy. There's not a lot of leeway. Like, there's no adaptability with it.
And also, you have your opposite player showing a lot of speed as well. It's very greedy, and
there it is. That'll prop the deal in.
Yeah, you've already
Fury 10. So
sucks for Slinky. Unfortunately, he does lose their comeback chance, but moves us along to South 4. Novisa in the lead with 1,300 points above Miku. Miku just wants to win. Visa just wants to win. Russell, either they're going to secure second, or they're going to try and grenade their hand somehow. And they need to, like, really grenade.
No, they need basically what Miku pulled off. East 1. Was it East 1?
Yeah, it was East 1.
Yeah. The thing with Miku's position is that you said they just want to win, but like I I don't think that's correct. Because sure, you win and you get another dealership, but you need to, no matter how much you win, you just keep going because of the rule set we're playing. So I think if you're a Mika, you'd rather win something with decent value, just to make it so that Visa can't win like a random 1,000 point hand the next round.
That's true.
Slinky definitely pulling some draws together.
Yeah, Slinky is pulling some demonic stuff together, and if Slinky Sumo is a Baimon, they will come back to third place, and they're in position for a Baimon Sumo. Menhon
Yeah.
Miku has a beautiful Itsu shape.
What they did is that they sacrificed a lot of blood early in the game to grenade it all into this last hand.
Oh, Chitoy
Dora.
Chitoy opening up for a no Visa.
7-man offer. This is hard.
I think you just have to take it.
Have to take
You're
it?
not getting out of fourth at this point. The issue would be, what would you throw? And it's going to be one of the Yakuhai.
Yeah, you're never going to be able to use all of
No,
them.
they do cut the two.
Ooh, goes for the greed.
Goes for greed. I'm trying to think about their position. If Slinky can force their hand into a very weird...
You'd have to force it into a way where you use all three somehow.
Yeah, so you'd have to call all three and be on a Hadakatanki.
Yeah, and even so, you'd have to direct hit Russell to upset the game. Oh, 3-pin draw. Amazing draw for Miku. With some Tenpai 5-8 pin, 5-8 man, I'm sorry, for Richie Pinfu. But they don't, look, they see a scary hand on their left, they don't care.
Oh, there's the backfire, and that's why you keep the 3-sided weight.
Would be in Tenpai for a Yakuhai Shabo, at least.
Yeah.
So
yes, it's going to be a guaranteed 8,000 there.
5-8 man weight, we still have 3 outs left.
Yeah. We do talk about getting first a lot and stuff, but like something we don't discuss all too often is that this is a league. There comes to a point where you need to start thinking about minimizing losses, and
they do deal.
Yeah, and this isn't minimizing losses.
I think in that specific position, your hand was aggressive enough that maybe. Oh, I guess 8-man, 3-man is probably better, but like it is a pushable hand, and you don't get many of those. So yeah, I don't disagree with the push.
It's definitely pushable, but it's how like. Would you rather like win 8,000 and just like reduce your losses by 8,000 points, or would you bank on possibly getting like a Hanuman or even a Baiman and going up like an extra?
Well, the other part of that is you're halfway through the hand, and you still have 3 Yakuhai pairs, and none has filled in.
Right.
So at that point, you just have 3 pairs that you're very likely blocked by their players on.
Right. So we are in interesting Oyakabari region, because if a 2000 wait, sorry, I need to think about this. 1632 Tsumo from anybody else would draw Visa and Miku, and a 2K 4K Tsumo would give Visa the first place. Assuming that's not
interesting situation here for Miku. You're getting close to Chitoy. You also have the Honitsu.
Oh crap!
What do you go with here?
I want to cut the Haku, but I don't think I'm right.
That's what I would throw.
Okay, I'm glad you're supporting me on that. I'm not actually sure. Is it right to go 606? Nah, your hand's a little bit bumpy for 606, so right?
You're fine with the Chitoy waiting on the door. There's nothing wrong with that fundamentally. And you still have your other ops. If you draw something like 3-pin, then you have to think about cutting the 6s.
Oh, he cuts it back! Wow, not even
okay, that's a sellout on the Chitoy then.
Yeah, okay, yes, we are selling our souls to Chitoy. I'm surprised how fast that came out.
I mean, I guess it is. I guess it is a shortcut to Hanuman.
Oh no, both the Tons are dead. I wonder.
Oh yeah, wasn't that a pair from the very start? I guess we missed them just not even calling it in the first place.
Yeah, I must have lost it. I was thinking about other stuff as well. Ishan 10 for Visa. Visa, oh, has a double non. Oh, wait. Hold on a second.
I mean,
Ooh, I see where this is going.
I guess there's just Suanko at this point.
What are the odds? You need the 6 so... You need the
It's
6... The
cool.
Todd's gone. Alright, and double 9 is given away to Novisa. Novisa is probably in the driver's seat.
Yeah,
Ton, waiting for the 6 so Ton, and this 2 dead Tons.
yeah, so it's 6-0 only. It's a little rough.
It's a little rough, isn't it? Oh, Dora. Oh, it sucks.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah. This
Alright.
is so rough.
If you're no Visa, I think you throw the 7 so here, because that way you can still call the.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
nice. 2-5 so wait.
That's me not knowing what I'm talking about, as always. That's why I'm here.
Very nice wait for Novisa in the driver's seat. They just need to get the 2-5 so from anybody, and they will end in first place. Oh wait, we shouldn't ignore the fact that Slinky's got a really close hand right now. Oh, that's not.
No, it's not. And that's the problem, is it cheapens the hand immediately.
Yeah, it's just a touch too far away.
I mean, you go ahead and cut the 6 pin here, but... Well, no, I don't like the 3 pin cut there because I want to keep... Okay, you can cut the 3 and the 2.
Oh, no.
Well, that's the end of that.
This looks over.
This is over.
Actually, is there
Could
a...
hesitate.
Oh, he points it!
Discipline.
Oh, 5. Aka 5 so draw for Miku.
Miku thinks it looks dangerous too.
Yeah,
They
is
would
this
be right. 6 so. Oh, crap, he avoids
Wow,
it! Very
that's an amazing
impressive.
play.
Yeah.
good discipline?
Good discipline indeed.
Goes for
although-
the K10 with potential Rinshan.
Can't.
no, I
Diamond
Rinshan.
Oh,
That's the end of it. You're not getting away, even if
Now
you...
it's
That's it.
Unfortunate. That is a 2,000 point hand right to Miku, and No Visa will take it from Miku, ending with No Visa in first place, Miku in second, Russell in third, and Slinky in last place. Can we get Visa in for an interview? The man who just finished a Dorarara game. Can we get him for an interview? Oh, yeah. Well, this might have been the first game done as well.
Yeah, it looks like the first game finished.
Well, there were a lot of really good hands to start off with, so I'm not surprised. We had, what, 6 different times when people were either 1 shunten or 2 shunten from the very start with solid block.
And welcome to the desk. No Visa or Visa. That's very confusing. Something to do with a visa. Anyways, congrats on your win. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Last week I had some pretty terrible luck. So
Hey, you ran it
bouncing
back
back from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run it
Definitely.
back. So you got any moments you felt like you wanted to talk about? You wanted to share?
I mean, it was just the Urasan, right?
Yeah, let's just skip to it. Let's skip to it right here.
And that doesn't even have really any talking points because I just oikake Tsumote, and then like it was only a Richi
Yeah.
oikake.
Yeah. Was a Richi no
And
Oikake.
I got lucky with the Urasan, and that was it.
You know what?
Sometimes that's what you need.
Luck is a skill. That's all that matters. So, yeah, no, the Urasan definitely... It basically swung the game into this really tight fight between you and Miku on your left, where you guys were basically within, what, 4,000, 3,000 points of each other, and trying to find...
It was
any way to
really
get...
close between us.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then especially when you got to this one, where Toyman had fed Miku, and then you had to scramble and get something, and then you pick up the double nan pair, and it's like, oh, you know.
I was really happy to see the double nans. I had after seeing the double nan makes me have a clear path to what I'm gonna do. To just pawn the double nan and go as fast as possible.
Yep, absolutely. Corak, got anything you want to cover? Corak. So
wasn't there a head bump in this game?
Oh,
on
there
the
was a head
second hand?
bump, right? Yeah, I don't know if you knew about it, but you did head bump the dealer out on that 3-pin.
Oh, let's see the wall. That was going to be my question: were there aura?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you checked the replay or not, but you did head bump on the 3-pin.
No, I didn't tune into the stream until South, so I wasn't watching.
8-pin, it would have been Tudora.
Oh my lord.
So sad.
So as bad as it went for Slinky, it could have been much.
It could have been
much worse.
What would have been? So reach Tanyao or a 2.
Yeah. The early Ricci makes me think that the weights are probably not gonna be two-sided or more. So I was like, I'll just try and chase with Chun Akatu. And yeah, apparently a head bump, I guess.
Yep, head bump, and you stopped Russell from getting 12,000 points, which is super important.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, other than that, I don't think there's too much to say. Congrats on your win.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's a good one for Water on the Fire. You guys are what, 3rd place before this one? This is going to get you guys pretty high up, short of a... Well, it's going to get you guys pretty high up, and then hopefully this game goes just as well for you guys, and no issues.
All right, thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your stream.
No worries. Congrats on your win. Hopefully you get another one.
GG's.
All right, I think we're going to cover the other 2 games. You guys got a preference? Let's look at AKTK's. Actually, no, we're gonna watch him next, aren't we? Let's. Oh my god, he's on 63,000.
That's let's watch something a little bit more competitive.
Yeah, let's watch something with a bit more. Yeah, this is a bit more spice.
This is way more competitive.
Let's not worry about whatever's happening on the other one. Let's just focus on this game over here. We enter in on Alicat's dealership on a very thin lead. Tanya 1K in 4th place, last CSP in 3rd place, and APAC in 3rd place. Alicat with the Hanchan only open, I think.
Yes, that's right. It's more likely to be K10 only if it gets that far. ESP sitting on the 3-man Tonki, probably afraid to throw it considering the potential in Itsu.
Well, you see 2 Tadashi pins.
You do now, but when the 5 occurred earlier, you didn't.
Yeah.
But ESP definitely picked up on that and said, okay, let's go for it.
Yep. Throws down, and yeah, ESP waiting for 5-8 so. 5 so will be Taka Mesan Shokyu, but 2 5 so's already eaten up. And there's no 8 so's left. Alright, this weight's dead. Oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
That's the spear.
No.
There's no Yaku.
Oh, hold on. Yeah,
we're all good.
My bad.
We're all good.
There's a 1-man there. Oh, there's also so there.
Can you shove in this? Have to shove in this 3-pin?
1, 2, 3, 5-pin out.
Yeah. Okay, let's shove it in.
Yes.
I think that's really, it's a good risk to be taking because Ryutoku points matter so much entering into this South 4 with the points as thin as they are. And
don't underestimate the effect of being last dealer. Even if the worst case happens, you're not dead.
Yeah, absolutely. You polarize your decision making, you know? you just win.
So look at these hands. ESP has a reasonably quick hand. Tanya on K has some really awkward shapes to pull together. You do have that 7779 Mon shape, but there's not an obvious Yaku other than Rishi, and those are going to be very hard to fill. Across from us, well, double south, not single south rather. Not much to say about that. And to our left, another one of those with a bunch of shapes that could fill in and look pretty good if you draw them, but right now need help.
Yeah. It does look like a Yakuhai shootout between ESP and Alicat, as both of them are just going for that 1,000 point hand to end the Hanchan in 1st place. Theoretically, ESP's hand is a 41,000 point hand. In theory.
When you put it that way, it is. You are right.
APAC really improving this hand now.
Yep. Oh, nice Chun here for ESP. Gives them the Yaku, and yeah, they're just going to push ever forward. ever slightly forward. You said APAC improved their hand? Oh, yeah, it does improve.
Well, generally, the quickest way to improve a hand is get a bunch of red tiles and insert them.
3-pin pass from ESP, rejecting the Ishanten for a better, well, potentially better weight to Shanten. Oh, 9.
Well, I think it was more keeping the Dora, because that's the only tile that's just nothing right now. And this is the problem with being in 4th place is Richi Sumo, is that quite enough? I don't think it is. Maybe with the stuff in the middle, it's going to be super close.
Oh, one man will get skipped. 4-star miracle draw for ESP. Puts them
That's
in
a little bit cheating.
Yeah, that puts them in a really, really nice Ishanten. Ramen Roundkan. Oh, that's nasty.
Tanya 1K improves to a potential Sanjuku.
Yeah, this will last just, it's very tight.
Yeah, this one is a lot closer than the other game, so I'm glad we're looking at this one instead.
Technically an improvement.
Because you can call the 2.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely think it's an improvement.
I feel like you're showing your Ukode down from 4 to 3 to 2 in order to get the.
Yes, you keep the Sanjuku on top of everything. Oh, I don't like that 6 cut. I'm definitely throwing the 9 and opening.
Oh yeah, I think it's just a myth back probably. And bug ever so closer to there. Where are the Souths, bro? Where are the Souths? He really needs it. Oh, there it is.
Ask and ye shall
Re-cheese it? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I like the fighting spirit, I guess.
What?
Is it dead? Is the white dead?
That's not about... Yeah, the weight is dead, but it's not even about that. It's that now ESP can float to K10, and if the dealer doesn't temp high, they come first.
Yeah. It's a little spice.
I don't.
That's always something you have to think about in all last is how much does that 1,000 points actually hurt me?
Exactly.
I think they've missed they may have missed the fact that they are no longer guaranteed first. Oh, sorry, not guaranteed, but they miss out on first now.
Yeah, they've shortened down the scenarios in which they come first.
Yeah, because you have to assume ESP is Tenpai.
Or at least you can assume that ESP might be a bit reckless with it as well. Like, there's a
ESP can't fall down to 4th, may fall into 3rd with a big one, but you're not really adding any value here. You're going from, that does it.
Does it? Woman does come out. Chun, Dora 1, giving the ESP the win. Very, very important win. You know what? I want to say, like, even though the big firsts are the high scoring ones, the thin firsts matter the most in this format. When you get those 40,000 points by 1,000, that's when it matters most.
Oh, I completely agree, and that's how any tournament with Oka is going to be. Is you're racking up those points, and going from 30,000 to 70,000 is the same as going from 30,000 to 31,000, but skipping a place up to first.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're entering into the South 4 here. AKTK is literally stomping everybody. Turkey, pretty good score, 30 core 4K, and then we got Jaff, Orange, and Frosty really poking a stick at the scraps. On Perky taking K10.
Perky's dealer and all last, just try and keep it alive. You're not worried about falling a place, so sure.
Yeah. Like, what's the what? Paradoras on Jaffe dealing to a Mongon? Who really cares? Oh, it can't even be a Paradoras. There's 2 in there already. Pie here for Frost.
Frosty says, okay, I'll join the K10 party. Everything's good here.
10 party over as well. How many 5-pins are there? 1 5-pin in the hole.
Perky gets the option to change the weight, but doesn't take it.
Yeah. 5-pin draw can just cut the 2-pin to remain safe. Very, very good discipline from Frost.
Ooh, con and just discard. Seems fine to me. Now, he doesn't know that.
Oh, he didn't deny the high. Folds at the end.
Wow. Frosty definitely benefited from that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're not feeling that far back.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you're Frosty. Looking at the 300 bonus in the middle, you don't need much. 500 1k won't do it, but 1k 2k will do it. 3-9 run off anybody. 2k run off of Jeff Orange. And hey, it's a 20,000 point hand if you can get there. So,
absolutely worth it. And you look at these hands, you go, everyone. There are a couple that are decent hands, and then there's Perky's. Although that 7 so really helps. You do have the Yaku high pair over there, so there's something, but there's never going to be any value in that.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if AKTK will almost try to assist. I mean, like, he doesn't really care. He can play Kingmaker to Frosty and Jeff, and he doesn't really care. But if Perky racks up a dealership, all of a sudden AKTK is, not feeling too happy.
Perky would have to win, like, 2 reasonably sized hands for it to matter.
Yeah, but like an Oyaman Sumo, and all of a sudden you don't really feel too bad. Whereas even if you feed like a Mangun to either Jeff Orange or Frosty, then you're probably fine.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
The issue with Sashikomi is normally you're worried about it because of double Roan, but with a Tamahane, you can just go for it.
Ooh. Okay, better Ishan 10 here for Frosty.
The problem is they're just that much value, but Richi Sumo Dora would be enough. Goes for the Tanya shift. I don't mind it that much, actually.
I'm wondering if you can ever call with that hand, though. Because if you call with it, you have to hit Jaff.
Or you can con.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. I guess we could just con it. That's true, too. Guess we'll see what happens.
The problem is now you haven't had any progress and you're at the midpoint of the hand as opposed to reasonably early.
Jaff could get a monster, actually. It really depends on what they draw next. I think the most awkward draw to get is like a Dora 7 mod. Because you're Ishante for Cheetoy, but all of a sudden you're like, I didn't really want to get Cheetoy with this hand. Okay, that was pretty bad.
Speaking of Ishante for Cheetoy,
that's pretty bad. Okay, what do you do? Alright, cuts it back.
Well, the other problem is the 5 so in the discards.
Yeah. Oh, very, very nice for Frosty. Goes for the Tenpai 4-7 pin. Tanya Dora 2. All they do is have to win it, and they come not last.
That feels
so
bad.
Draws it. Very, very nice.
This comes back to the previous hand where Joff just threw away Tenpai at the very end, afraid of the 2 paper tigers sitting there with no Yaku, and is ultimately punished for it.
Yeah, and like if you think about the point gap, what Jeff would be 1,500 higher. Oh, sorry, Jeff would be 2,500 higher.
Yes, 2,500.
And Frosty would be 500.
No, 15.
Yeah,
2,500.
2,500 higher. Frosty would be 500 lower. Frosty couldn't win that hand at that point. Like Frosty would have to like maneuver their hand to something a tad more expensive.
Definitely wouldn't have been able to open in the first place.
Yeah, and then it would have changed everything, and that's super significant. That's again like a 20,000 point, 23,000 point sumo or something like that. So you know what? Good for Perky. They got their points. All right. Has the second set of games been launched?
We should be 5 minutes out, right?
Okay, 5 minutes out. All right, cool. All right, then we're going.
Way behind.
Oh, okay. Either or, we're gonna send you guys off to the Be Right Back screen. Do be right back. We are going to come back with another set of Hanchans, and yeah. So you know what? Stay tuned for more Mahjong goodness. Alright, welcome back to ARMA League Hanchan 16 of Season 2 of ARMA League. This is the table we will be watching because this is AKTK's debut day. First set of Hanchans played for Dark Flame Curse Totoro for AKTK. And we will be, in his perspective, on the east seat with Legius in the south seat, ESP in the west seat, and Mercedes in the north seat. I was really hoping that I timed that so perfectly that it would just, like, you know, spring the hand open, but apparently not.
Yeah, you're probably like 30 seconds off, but it's fine. It's technically my fault. Well, it's technically not my fault, but someone was missing from the lobby.
Ah, yes, someone. We won't out them out here, but you know who you are. You know.
It's all right. We find the games mostly on time, so it's fine.
All right, there we go. Fired. So Dora is the two-so. Holy crap!
I feel
All
like
these hands have good potential.
Holy crap! What the hell is this?
I don't know. This kind of feels like a lot of our hands from the last game.
Yeah. Who's fastest though? Legius, maybe?
Legius is the calling potential, but not the shapes. Like, not as optimal shapes as last ESP.
I think
AKTK.
ESP has the best.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, ESP. No question now.
Yeah.
I am willing to put my money on ESP now.
Yeah, it's just about how greedy ESP gets, because it could be Sanshoku. It really could.
The other problem is going to be finding ahead. Okay, now you have the Nobaton, so that's something.
8 over the 2-1. Sure, why not?
We still need to convert the hand though.
Yeah, we still need to. You know what would be really disappointing if that opposite hand here was like a 1-5. Oh, no, sorry, 1-5. Like a
1-10, yes.
Reach Dora 1 or something like that. Oh.
Legia's hand keeps improving. That is Tempai.
On 4
Takes the Ricci Tanya Dora.
That's kind of depressing.
The issue here is so many of the improvements end up 4-10. Well, there's the 1 pin you asked for, but not quite as timely as we'd hoped.
Yeah.
Just a touch at a time.
Yeah.
And AKTK is actually backing into something that could be really valuable.
Oh.
Now, maybe not now so much.
Yeah.
If that were a 1-so, you're starting to seriously feel it.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out like what would you have to draw for AKTK to think they could get away with certain things? Like the 1-so is definitely one of the draws where you'd start thinking a little recklessly.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
That's a welcome to Mahjong hand.
That hurts. That hurts so much.
And through the 9-mon, could have thrown the 6-mon earlier if just. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. So speaking of it.
Okay, now we start thinking a little recklessly.
Apparently not.
Obviously doesn't want to cut the Dora into the Ricci, but I think you have a lot more options.
Ye of little fighting spirit.
Yeah, so the thing was that with the 6-mon cut, it is very aggressive as it tests a Suji, but it only tests 1 Suji. Okay, there we go. Reach Simotanya, Dora 1, Ura 2 would bring up to a Haimon. No, Ura.
Greedy man.
I mean, you gotta say these
wrong
things.
with the Mungun Sumo and
Absolutely not. Absolutely. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, you know, when you say it as the commentator, right? You just say it so often that eventually you get it right.
Eventually, it sounds like you're
trying to will it to happen and failing at it, obviously.
Yeah, but then you ignore it's like the bias, confirmation bias. You ignore every time you failed at it.
Yes.
And then when you succeed once, it's like,
yeah, you only take 1 clip, and then that's what survives afterwards.
Exactly. And looking around here, the 1 Dora for AKTK is a bit disconnected. Perhaps for the 8-0.
It's another one of those. Everyone has a mediocre hand.
Yeah.
A couple draws for literally anyone, and the hands look really good, but as is, there isn't much here.
Yeah.
ESP may be the fastest, but that shape is just so obnoxious.
Mm-mm. Ooh, 7-so draw is really good for you.
Yeah.
The problem is, what do you cut? The 1, the 3? I probably would have cut the 1 pin there.
I think ESP wants to leave the very, very distant
Sananko? Yeah.
It's possible. Not likely, but it's possible.
Yes, the issue is the hand is just a mess regardless. Decides to pass the Yakuhai call. Still a bunch of bad shapes. It'd just be for 1,000 anyway with no defense.
Although one could argue that calling it there would try to make them shut down any potential hands, but that one is more. That's definitely up to playstyle, right? Like if you are kind of player who's okay with being an open player and wanting to shut down some hands some of the time, or you want to climb up a little bit.
Oh, sure. One of the big problems that you have if you open a lot, like I tend to, is you have to get very comfortable with pushing a lot of stuff where you're like, I don't think this is safe.
Woman, no, not taken by Mercedes. Okay, doesn't want to extend themselves out.
I would have called it because I wouldn't mind ending up on either the 9-so Tonki or even just pairing it up.
AKTK doesn't need to call it when you anchor the chun. In Ishanten for if they can get the 8-so, it's like reach chun or a 1, but very likely to be just reaching chun.
Well, there's the backfire for Mercedes.
Pretty bad backfire. Sting if that I think Mercedes. I apologize if I'm wrong. That she chose not to take the 1-3 pin if she wasn't willing to take the 4-6 4-7 mark, because it goes back a shanten.
Well, I would have definitely called the 5-mon there because then you throw the 1-so and you're in a reasonably good tempi with pairing up any of those. You're out of 4E10 most likely.
Or does this free side get them out of trouble?
Well, you look at the pawn and you start thinking this is a Honitsu Dora Shaw hand. So I don't think ESP is going to feed anything particularly useful unless it's just reachy.
Oh, shoot, she gets it.
Yeah, you have to take the 4E10 there. It's Mongon if you can get it.
Still a tile away from Tenpai, though. Meanwhile, AKTK just, hands started to come together, but it's frozen. Hasn't done anything in a while. Same with ESP. Kind of thought that hand was coming together.
Going into the Chi toy, and it's going to be a bit bitter when he sees the Hatsu immediately cut out from these. Oh, 7-so. I take ATK is folding.
I think I call that if I'm Legius.
Call feels good, right?
Yeah, I don't see a downside to it. Yeah, call cut Hatsu.
Yeah, they're probably just double checking, but it does feel
it's gonna be awkward to get a Yaku, but you're not as worried about a Yaku with the wall and the fact that no one's really showing anything yet.
Yeah, and you definitely want to have your dealership.
I would not entirely agree that no one's showing anything. It's actually the lack of something. You see so much supporting structure for the 7-so gone and no 9-sos. Not even forced out of Mercedes' hand. I think at that point you have to be a little bit worried about it.
Right, you may get a little worried about Mercedes simply because, again, it could be Hanitsu. But you're not really worried about that. You're going to be throwing the 3-pin, and you're not worried about that at all.
Yeah.
Oh, great call for Mercedes. Get out of that. Get into Tempai. And this is the issue where not calling the 5N earlier really hurts.
That's unfortunate.
Yep, it's a full. No, it is a Safe tile cut.
No, that's just actually the widest Ishanten, because anything... Yeah, there you go, Tomki.
Yep, there we go. Very nice. Last minute Tenpai take for Legius.
Very timely.
Very timely. Puts Mercedes and AKTK... Sorry, Mercedes and Legius for Tenpai, moving us into East 2, 1 repeat, 1 man is the Dora. Mercedes, 2 Dora, Hatsu pair. That's hype.
I was sort of go back to that last hand. Legius throwing that one so is actually really helpful, because that's a really wide shunt, and if anything pairs up or either the Ryanmans fill, you do get that Tenpai, and it pays out here.
Pays out in spades, and I mean, look, hey, if today's shown anything, is that those Ryukyaku payments really can shift things a lot. Oh, 5-man draw kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Oh man, AKTK in the driver's seat here.
Is that a good draw?
Why AKTK?
Yeah, it kind of feels like
okay, well now we have a Dora Anko over here for Mercedes.
I'm pretty sure that's a good draw for AKTK.
Who wants Suanko?
Yeah, Suanko's tasty. They're getting there.
Or it could be the sad Ipeiko, Richie Ipeiko.
It could be the sad
Oh, Tenpai here for Mercedes on the Khan 5 pin. Chooses to Dama and not wanting to just wait on the Ultra 5 pin, even with Dora 3. As upgrades,
I guess without the Yakuhai, I think you just Richi, but you can still call this and have a 1-4 pin weight, which is really good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Any other situation, you'd probably just reach, but
my god, Legius is committed. Look at that.
Oh, that feels bad.
I don't think that feels too
You'd
bad.
pass this though.
I don't think that feels too bad because
you can actually reach you the 4 here, and I think that's what's going to happen.
She reaches the 1 pin.
I mean, the 7 is an improvement over a 5 weight, but I even Dora Suji, it's one of those things where your pawn gives so little information that there's a decent chance it comes out.
Legius cutting the 2.
Well, there's your potentially Peiko, except it sold out a turn ago
for
Legius.
So Sadie's waiting on the 2 7 pins left in the wall for Richie Dora 3. No Richie Suji trap, and yeah, as Corak says, like when so early on, maybe people will be looking for the scraps of safety tiles. May just cut the 7.
Is this a good draw?
Oh yeah, you can throw the 6 now. It's completely safe, and you have your own Suanko path from AKTK.
Yeah. A 5 so draw. Let's go.
Of course, then that happens. And the previous Hanchan fills in, but
Yep.
So it be sometimes.
It really do be that way, don't it? What the hell?
So it be sometimes.
Okay, let's see what happens.
They've already on both shapes.
Sumo!
There it is. Richie Sumo Dorothy. Do we have the aura for the hot name on?
Okay. Aura 3 would make a 5-man, which would be funnier.
Aura 3.
much, very good. Yeah, I mean, you know what? It is a Reach Sumo Dora 3. Even with no Ura, you take it, you move on, you take your current first place. Nothing to worry about. Moving along to East 3 with ESP's dealership.
A bunch of mediocre hands, but Legius has value.
Yes.
3 Dora, Yakuhai pair. The shapes aren't that bad, although that Penchon and So is going to be annoying. But there are so many ways to improve it with connecting either of the other 7s.
And it's a chance as well. Dora 2. Now it's got Dora 2. Oh, sorry, Yakuhai Dora 3. Oh, crap.
Well, okay.
Oh, okay then. You have my attention.
Hand is very shiny.
ESP looking for the 789 Sanshoku now. Ooh, if that one so comes out, do you call it? And just lock in the...
Oh.
no, okay.
Oh,
That's a great
whoa, the
draw.
Naito cut. Hold on. Didn't we just lose Itsu
I
Senpai, Dora
don't
3?
mind that play.
Really?
I think they're making the shape as wide as possible, it looks
Well,
like.
they knew they were going to draw that the next turn, so...
Yeah, they foresaw it. It is known. And they end up
No,
laying on
this is Tempai. Oh, no, you should not be reaching that.
Well, unfortunately, you can't click back, so once the button has been clicked, Legius is committed. Reach Haku Dora 3. Sumo will make it a guaranteed Hanuman.
What if they reach because they know it's in putts?
Ah, the big
Yeah, that's
brain.
one of the best plays to me to come. But yeah, I definitely prefer the 2/6 Shampone, and then you have so many improvements with the Dora. Dama's just better there.
Oh, God.
Fun for fun.
Oh, adds another Dora. That's really good for them. Now if they Sumo and hit one Ura, it'll be a Baimon.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
And
just a little.
It is a guaranteed Hanuman run. Ooh, that's the Itsu.
Well, not without the 7 so anyway.
Yeah.
It's all waited on that 7 so. Is that Tempai? Yeah, it's Tempai on the Contron 6 so for Mercedes.
Genbutsu.
Yeah, Genbutsu, a very powerful weight, especially because like people are gonna look at that Haku Ankan and they're gonna be like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Genbutsu. Oh, they would have summoned the 2 so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awkward for Mercedes.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. You throw the 5 or the 7.
Yeah.
This is always the problem with Dama, is you get in these awkward situations.
Ah, that hurts.
Dora. I think you have to do that with the 5 so being the Dora, but that's going to hurt.
Only one Ura. Alright, she makes it out alive.
Yeah, it wasn't a Baimon.
It wasn't a Baimon. It wasn't a Baimon. She's alive. She's alive. Moving us along to East 4. AKTK with really good shapes in the Monzu. Legius with nothing. ESP with pretty good shapes in Anaka 5. Oh, actually, there's 3 Dora there. Alright, this is more than nothing. That's just more than... AKTK might be posturing for a Hanetsu.
Well, the problem with Hanitsu is you need something other than single honors. You pair up even the Chun, and the hand looks way different.
AKTK is presented with the opportunity to go for more of a classical pinfu. Takes the halfway route. That way, if they draw the 7 pin, they don't have to give up on it. It is dead from our perspective, but he can't.
Yeah, I don't think I like the 4 so there. I'd get rid of one of the honors at this point.
Oh. Yeah, alright, full committal to the Hanetsu.
Oh, yeah, full sellout.
Sell your soul. Unfortunately, Legius coming here with the... How can't I talk anymore? Legius coming in with the Kawashi Tear for Sha only. Ishan 10 needs the 2-man or the 5/8, so... Or upgrades in that direction.
Yeah, so he gives the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 are all get to Tempai.
Yeah.
Okay, now AKTK's hand looks better.
Much better. Oh, 2-man drop for ESP. Oh.
That's good, right?
Yes, that's good.
You have to cut
3 now.
The one.
Yeah, into the Honitsu, which doesn't feel good.
The only plus side for Legius is that it hasn't shown overflow yet. Yeah, it hasn't shown overflow yet, but it's getting in the honor cutting stage, which is never comfortable. Dora Anko for ESP. Now they've got 4 Dora.
Tasty.
Oh, that's frustrating.
It's a little unfortunate.
Oh, 9-man. Yeah, it looks like Mercedes is going straight down because she's not giving up. Oh, sorry. She's giving as much Manzu because she wants to get Tenpai as fast as possible.
It's Tenpai.
Does take the wider weight and throws the Shaw into the Honitsu. Ooh, do you
Yeah.
con? Nope. The 3's passed, the 9 passed recently. You should be able to throw the 6.
Yeah. It's still a bit yikes into the Honitsu, though. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
definitely.
Legius gives up.
No, if you're not throwing that, you throw the 4 pin and take the Tonki weight. I do not like that discard.
Are they potentially looking at what are they? What's on the board that they're scared of 4-pin?
It might have just been a miss. Doesn't realize they can stick.
Not tempted again. Another option.
To make the decision.
Oh, because the 6-man this
Throws it
time.
this time.
Okay. Oh, why not?
But would have won last turn on the 1 pin if you'd had the courage to do it previously. Now you have the option of the 1-4 or the 2-5 weight. The other thing to consider here is you don't see pin anywhere other than AKTK.
Ooh, okay. Interestingly, Mercedes was offered the. Oh wait, no, there's a 5 star that came out. Not like it. I'm not using the name correctly. Let's
Looking at this, and it's just like I feel like Legius is consistently just weaving back into Tenpai. But
I really don't understand what's going on here.
Tenpai here for Mercedes winning on the 5-pin, 7-pin Shabo, Russian Shabo, I guess. It's dead, because of course it's dead.
That's such a yikes weight, man.
Well, look, you're gonna rake Hitori Tenpai, so we can take it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you get 3,000, there is nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But I think that was just bad play by Legius. Definitely could have won that hand and just was afraid of Tenpai. One of the big concerns is, do you run from shadows? We saw that the last match with Jaff running away from shadows and getting punished in the final hand. And the question is, will it happen again? You're losing those points from first place, and you don't have that much of a buffer anyway.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we checked into Port 1. Another dealership for Mercedes. Ishan 10 for Legius could upset them. Tushan 10 for AKT. Pretty good Tushan. It could even be a 5-6-7 Sanshoku. Dora 1. I think ESP's playing with me, honestly. Short of some very miracle draws. Well, miracle
2,
draw.
3, 4 Sanshoku is basically the only path forward.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Just playing straight efficiency and trying to move the hands on.
Yep. Shante. No, it's still too short. Ooh. Oh, my turn is getting very annoying.
AKTK's hand is definitely improving. You have 3 shapes, you can still call the east, but there's just no value unless you draw another 5 another 6 pin.
Yeah, drawing an extra 6-pin makes the hand really awkward though.
Yeah, but you could call the 1 pin too.
Yeah.
Well, Cheap Toy back in now. That's another way to use a potential 6.
Yeah.
I don't see what the 8 so does in the hand right now. I would not have cut the 6 so though. You just look at the hand, and there are 3 of the 7 so out, so there's no reason to keep it.
Posturing defensive?
Yes, that's a defensive play.
Yeah.
Figuring the 8 so is probably safe from everyone at this point, keeping it as the safe tile. And that discard says a lot. Decide to go ahead and throw the 1-so and keep the relatively safer 8-so. Normally you say the terminals are the safe ones, but just with everyone throwing a light. Well, what did I say?
Oh. So if Ton gets thrown to AKTK, will they take the Dora 1 Ryangman or the... Oh, never mind. They're not getting
Nah,
it.
you take the double Dora surely, right?
Oh, the double never
No,
mind.
you're just reaching now.
Yeah, now you just reach and it's just like, oh well.
Oh, he's pausing on it. Okay, never mind. He stopped for a second like he wasn't going to reach you on it. So we had to... All that horse.
Well, you can't gamma that. So the question is, was there a thought of throwing the 1-pin pair and you look at it and it's turn 12, you go, nope, reaching.
Oh, Foreman might get Sadie's trouble. Maybe not.
Nah, they're fine.
Probably.
I think they know.
If they get greedy, they're not fine. If they get
greedy, they just throw the 6-pin in, which is safe anyway. You'd have to pair it up, and let's see, it's dead. So
yeah.
well, there's the last 1-pin, and it could come out if Legius gets Tempai next turn.
Alright, a full fold from Mercedes.
Ooh.
Legius has the Gambit to 2-5. It's fine either way.
2-5 is safe, yeah.
Got one draw there. That's not Tempai. Alright, we're good. Safe! Safe!
Throw something safe. Yeah, the 5-mon is safe.
Safe. We're good.
Which would actually be callable, but still not for Tempai, so...
What? Wait, what?
Oh!
No, that's a miss. That's a critical miss.
Yes, that's going to hurt.
Okay, not as much, but...
Just the 2,900, but takes you from a first with a decent lead, not a great one, to a 100-point scramble with everyone.
Yeah, that's a miss. Like, it's not a big miss, but like it's a miss you shouldn't be making.
I would call it a bigger miss because it's...
I'd call it a bigger miss that wasn't bailed out by Aura.
Yeah, that's I would agree with Corak, because it's very, very easily, like, could have hit 1 Ura or even 2 Ura, and...
Yeah.
Ooh, pawn. YKTK, Chun. Still leaving the option of Hanitsu open, but doesn't want to get rid of the very efficient 3-6 Mon 4-so yet. Oh, not that they haven't got rid of it for. Oh, are they going to try and show Sangen? Oh, sorry, Dai Sangen. To them, they can still be trying for Dai Sangen, but we know they can only... Oh, wait. I guess if Mercedes cuts the Hatsu, it could be Sho Sangen. Dai Sangen, but I think now...
Oh, and now you feel like you're going for the Sho Sangen, probably, maybe Hanitsu Chanta.
I feel like at this point you start looking towards that minimum, the little dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get tempted now.
Yep. Ooh, 6, 7, 8.
And the other part is, when the 4th one comes, it's never coming out, and that person is locked down for the rest of the hand.
Unless it's Mercedes who gets the 3rd.
Yes, who then has all the knowledge and says, I bet you need these. I can play as recklessly as I want.
Yeah. 6, 7, 8 Sunstrucker chance for Legius if they play weirdly, but it will depend on their draws coming in. Oh, very brave 8-pin cut.
Just
Oh
throws
my
the
God.
Dora into it.
That's so... That could have gotten them into so much trouble.
I feel like that is potentially not paying attention. It's very strange.
I think it was fine. That's one of those, if you don't get rid of it now, you're never getting rid of it.
Yeah,
and there isn't that much danger yet. We haven't seen overflow. You expect it could be called, though, and a 6,000 sumo by dealer later. Okay, well, you're reaching now.
Dama!
Hey.
Oh.
You can't even deal with the Dai Sangen. You're fine.
Show me your spirit, damn it. Show me your spirit.
And AKTK throws the Dora too. So if AKTK hits a 3, 4, or 7, it'll probably deal in. But the thing is, even if you'd Ricci, it'd still deal in because I don't see you running away from this with dealer Mungan.
Yeah, I am unsure about the Dharma. I feel like, especially with like a format like ours, which is like top heavy, right? So like taking these Richis where you can go up to a 5200 on the Hatsu run is super important. And like, if worst case scenario, AKTK is on Hut's Tanki and you never deal in.
Well, and the other part is if you sumo it, which is honestly the most likely thing, and you figure that going in, that's lots. And okay, now it says it's row 3, forget it. Let's just go ahead and throw it in.
Yeah, let's go.
I think may have been looking for a weight improvement with another 2-pin, but...
No, like a 5-man draw straight after hurts.
That's just karma for stalling this long.
Oh god. Alright, so the big trouble draws for AKTK is a 4-7 pin. Because will they reject a Tenpai? A dealer Hanuman Tenpai. Sorry, dealer Mangan Tenpai. And not cut the... Oh, just sumo it yourself. Alright. Yeah, just sumo it yourself.
If you declared Ricci earlier, the same thing would have happened. So, not punished for it, but still gets the Mongon regardless of how it would have been played, and jumps into first place.
AKTK also eating that really fat Oyakabare, which kind of sucks for them.
And you don't have any dealer turns, you're down 8,000 to everyone at the table, and you say, look at this and go, so I have all sorts of, wait, no, I don't.
You got nothing. Oh, we shot definitely.
Well, as you look at these hands, Mercedes has a reasonably fast hand, no value here. Kind of the same thing for ESP, and honestly, the same thing for Legius. It's all, well, no, Legius is a little worse. May even turn into Toy or Cheat Toy, but none of these hands is good, and not a single one has any value.
I mean, Mercedes has 2 Dora.
For now.
For now, yes. Okay, Roundman get the...
That's actually really good, because that brings the Sanshoku. Now, all of a sudden, Mercedes' hand comes together, you throw the 8-so on almost anything, and you have Ricci, Dora, and Takame Sanshoku.
I think it's just guaranteed Sanshoku if you draw the...
Yes, if you draw the 6.
Yeah. And if you draw the 5. So, yeah, okay. Alright, let's see. Legius is the next closest competitor because they have Shantin with something pretty decent. AKTK is a little bit awkward, but has the best shapes. That's Tenpai. Or ESP.
You have that weird 6-so that isn't really connected to anything else.
Probably keeping, because if they draw a 7-so, they want to be able to hard shift towards the... Never mind. Alright, I take that back. To exchange it for a safe tile.
Kept it for a while and figured, okay, we're running out of time.
Tenpai here for Legius. Waiting for the...
Oh, I definitely Ricci that. If you're going to take the 3 weight, you Ricci it. If you throw the 2, you could Dama. Because who cuts a 2 and then a 6 and waits on a 3? That's such an irrational hand structure. You could definitely have people dealing in.
5-pin Aka 5. Very good for AKTK.
And Mercedes is facing the wrath of how most Sanshoku are, which is it never finishes. Now, Legius draws the 2-pin and can't take the Ricci that was wanted because it is Furi 10.
Well, that's what we think, but Legius... Okay,
Karagiri Ricci. Now, the 2-pin Karagiri actually makes me suspect that something's nearby.
Yeah.
And that's why you just take it when you had it earlier, because if you're paying attention, I figure at least ESP is, and AKTK probably is as well, something just looks wrong on that one. The pawn just doesn't make sense.
2-5 Mon Tempe for ESP. Infu Ipeiko waiting for Gembutsu to the dealer. Just wants to shut this down. Is not overly concerned with value. In draw is really good for ATK, but they're gonna have to shove in some pretty weird time. Yeah, okay, they're choosing to take a worse Tushan. Sorry.
Yeah, the long way around.
Yeah, a worse Tushan and to not have to.
And this may be the issue that came up earlier. Might have been willing to throw the 3-pin and fold earlier, but it's just such a weird pawn that the 1 and the 3 look super toxic.
Oh, yeah, the Gembutsu catch.
Nice from ESP, sniping off that 2-mine, ending Legius's dealership, giving them 2,000 points plus the Ricci stick, and right on the doorstep of first place.
Yeah, we're shaping up for a pretty tight all last again. Yeah, definitely depends on how ESP's dealership goes here. If they just run off,
I will.
Even then, Mercedes still has a dealer turn, so almost regardless of what happens, it's not over.
I want AKTK to Tsumo and Mangan to make South 4 really spicy.
You just want chaos.
Of course I want chaos.
Yeah. No, the chaos is the Hanemon Sumo.
There's the backfire.
Oh yeah, that would actually bring everything right up to the edge of just everyone within like 3,000 or 4,000 points of one another. Well, we'll get there when we get there.
We'll deal with that problem when it becomes a problem. 6-pin draw.
AKTK's hand is cheap, and you don't want cheap at this score. Mercedes is cheap, but you're perfectly fine with cheap. Legius has something. We're not quite sure what it is yet, though, because you have the 5-pin pair, the 1-so pair, and the Shaw pair. And obviously, you can't use all of them. The question is which one's going to get cut. And ESP has very straightforward Ricci, Pinfu, probably Tanyao, but needs a couple draws. The big concern for ESP is that 1 mon in the discards.
Yeah.
Just draw back into it. Or draw this and potentially cycle into like Ipeiko.
Or even Chitoy.
Yeah, Chitoy. Oh. Are we even
quite a bit away, but it's definitely an option still.
I guess it's a lot.
There really isn't that much to say right now because everyone's looking just so close, but needs one more thing. I'd have definitely called that 5-so.
It could be into ESP's style. He's more of a conservative, like a Kurosawa style Menzen player. So maybe that's why he didn't call it. Although the second
okay, and this is the other thing: is if you'd called that last time, you'd be in Tempai right now.
Ishanten for Mercedes. They wants that churn.
It looks like ESP was just digging around for value.
Still,
good draw for ESP there, though. Can pair up any of 2, 3, 6, 7, or even a 5-8 and be Tempai for Tanya Dora.
Draws. Oh damn, they can't draw the ones. I would have laughed if they could draw the ones. 10 pi for Mercedes, pen 7 mon. 1 left in the wall, 2 that they can see, so they don't want to risk the stick. Fair enough.
Yeah, suppose you could still, at least in theory, call the tune and feel pretty good. Okay, ESP is now Tempai waiting on 2-so.
Tanya Dora 1 pawn of the 3-so, giving AKTK Tempai on the con 7 pin. Nothing. 2-so does deal right into ESP giving them 2,900 points and giving them another dealership turn.
That's actually a very important win, I think.
It is. It means that if this ends some other way, say like AKTK runs off of Legius, they are first going into South 4, which is really important. That's a mess of a hand for Legius.
Legius is already okay. So looks to be going straight for the Honitsu. There isn't much value in the hand regardless of what you do, but you have so many single honors. There are two ways to look at it. One, you can say, hey, I've got to pair at least one of these things up. Or two, you could say, this hand has no connection to anything. And actually gets the perfect draw with the Yakuhai.
Sharp cut from SP. SP's going for Tanyao. Not even leaving.
Oh yeah, they're beelining it now.
Yeah. Oh,
now, there's something
my
said
God.
for disguising it a little bit more than this, but I don't think AKTK is in any position to try and withhold tiles.
Oh, okay. AKTK could go for a 3-4-5 Akasan Sanshoku. If we're really
I think you just throw the 1-mon here. And the question would be, would you chi it for Legius?
2-pin cut for AK. 7 mantra. Ooh, they're just getting better and better on our right here. 9-man chi.
Chi.
Yep,
I mean, you're looking to call anything.
Yep. Double nan pawn, waiting for the Sanzo for double nan only. Would put them in a thin first place if they can win, but 1-man.
This is an interesting one for Legius. Do you call this and basically lock in the Yakuhai and say you're not getting any value otherwise? Does go ahead and take it, and I think that's probably the right play. Even if you only end up with a 3,900, that's fine.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay. This hand all of a sudden got very spicy.
Yeah, alright. Instant 2-man is passed off to Legius, putting them into. Oh!
Ricci!
Okay, it's not as good as the 3-man, but we're not complaining.
Just
but
go.
Dharma! Okay, it's a manga. It's a manga.
What do you mean? Yeah, I don't like that. The 6-man is the Dora, so we have improved even more so.
Yeah. Well,
Ipeco, Dora, Ipeco, Pinfu, Dora 4. So yeah, actually Dama is at least okay. I would have gone ahead and reached it because Baimon would be super fun to go into South 4.
Oh yeah, remember when you said that Hareman Sumo would make South 4 really interesting? This is a Hareman Sumo.
You said
this
that.
This is a Hareman Dama.
Yeah. Oh!
Not anymore.
I'm sorry for your.
I'm sorry for your loss. F's in the chat. F's in the chat, please. F's in the chat. That's so sad.
Well, so now we have. It does close the gap between third and second. So we have a shootout for first place, but poor AKTK is done for.
Yeah, pour one out for AKTK. ESP.
Do you think if AKTK reached, that would change something? Do you think Legius would have pushed the Dora into last place Ricci?
Probably.
I mean, given the structure of the league, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Considering how they've been playing so far, I wouldn't have been surprised if they, cut north or something like that.
The problem becomes that when you get yourself into that position, you have almost no way out.
I understand that. It's just whether or not they would have gone is an interesting question.
7-man draw.
Very nice draw.
That's a great draw. Legius is going for Jun-chan. ESP has a pretty straightforward hand. Just need to get rid of that penchant if at all possible. And Mercedes has some good shapes, but very likely to end on the Shaw Pei Shampone.
I think about who has the.
I think you just call that. Maybe you're a little worried about the 7-8 so shape. Don't want to be in the Atazuke.
I wonder why Mercedes got rid of the 3. So it's It's an isolated mid tile. Yes, it's isolated, but it's a mid tile. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like this, it was probably better than the.
Okay, so now they've lost a lot of Ukede on the 2-3-4. Was that Yonreke? What's it called? It's when you have the 4 in the middle and it's a lot of like Brownmans that can build out of that. It would also bail them out of the Hei Shabo. 9-man is pawned off for Legius going for Junchan Nomi. Oh, sorry, Junchan Dora 1.
Junchan Dora.
Thing is, even
which
if you
would not be enough.
Yeah, even if you Tsumo it, you're not first. Really sucks. Have to direct...
Oh, you just got the 7 here. The problem is the 9 pin's actually dead. You'd be looking to call the 1-so here. What you'd really like is Zakon to get some Fu upgrades.
So really, Legius is looking for a direct hit off of ESP in order to get first place.
Oh, well, if I were AKTK, I might have thrown the 7. Oh. And now you're in the take it. Oh. Yeah,
nice.
that's it.
Yeah, despair.
Tanyao Dora 2 still leaves them above Legius barely. I think it's 100 points above.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, so you know what? That's a second place. ESP gets first, and that's a good one for ESP. So that's the thing with Legius. Even if Legius direct hit ESP for 3,900, wouldn't that leave... Oh, no, it wouldn't. No, it would leave Mercedes in first
it'd
place.
still be behind Mercedes.
Yes.
You need the 9 Mon de Con. That's the only way that gets any value.
Yes. Yes, it does seem a bit. All right, well, congratulations to ESP. Let's see if we can get him up for an interview. Let's ping that boy. Let's see. Let me also get this replay up. Sweet. All right. Give him stream a tag. Go into the URLs. Welcome, ESP. Congratulations on your first place.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats on your first place. Let's start with you first. Do you have any moments that you wanted to talk about in that hard chart? Anything that got your heart racing?
No.
Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. That doesn't. He's not lying to us. If nothing particularly notable, then nothing particularly notable.
Oh, I guess this part. Yeah. It's kind of like a backfire, right?
Yeah. So the thing was, why did the 6-pin come out before the 2?
Just more outs. I'm not sure.
Because I think if you draw the 4-pin, your hand looks very pretty in the direction. No, it's Nakabukura, isn't it?
I mean,
yeah, no. But yeah, you managed to get there in the end with a counter on 4-pin sumo, which is really, really nice. And yeah, I think the rest of the hunch was spent watching other people hit other people, and then you just won these really nice hands towards the end. Would you describe your mentality as you went into these like late South rounds where like everything was so close? Like maybe the play opposite you. So I think this was AKTK. It wasn't quite very close, but it was at least very close. Competing for first place. Within 5,000 points and all that stuff.
just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Yep.
I mean that's a fair way to approach the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Corak, got any moments you wanted to talk about for ESP over here?
I think there was a 9 soul push near the end. Yeah, for this hand. No, not this.
Oh.
Sorry. The previous hand. No. The one you were watching.
Oh.
South 2, yeah.
Push over
So,
here.
yep. So it's... So, yeah, 9 soul push. So, 9 soul push. So, yep. So, 9 soul push. So, yep. So, it's... 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 So, yep. So, I guess there was a decision to be made
Mm-hmm.
whether to Dharma or not, but it's like I really wanted to snipe the dealer's gamble too, so
Good decision.
not sure what his weight was actually. Mind opening the hand?
Yep, yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't the 9, so it was a Contra 3-pin.
Oh, okay.
So there was an interesting element in that the 9 is very risky. It is both Dora Soba, live Suji on a pond, which has a lot of Suji taken away from it. So it's quite brave to be cutting the 9 so in general, but I guess with the top heavy format, being able to snipe that 2-man is pretty important.
Yep. So,
but yeah,
all things equal, I think my weight is better since he's the one that reached, right?
Wrong.
Oh, managed to get that 2-man, which is a very nice win for you. Corak, got any moments you felt like ESP? Anything you wanted to question?
That was the big one, was just right here with the Dama, and I'm perfectly fine with it. The only question I had was in the very last hand, there was a chance to call a Ryanman, because you'd already basically locked in Tanya. I think it was, the 3-so earlier?
2-pin.
No, it was the 2-pin, yeah.
So
you're never going to keep the 8 and 9 pin. I can see a concern of the Atazuki and so. What's your thoughts here?
Because 6-so is a really rare commodity, so I like to have that. I like to have a chance of drawing that to be able to play.
Also, yeah, 6-so being the Dora indicator and something that everyone will be really wanting to use well as tough.
So
very hard.
Yeah, it's really bad weight, and I like to get that first if possible. Then maybe wait for a 2-5 pin.
Yeah. Well, it worked out perfectly for you because you managed to cheat off some of your more awkward shapes, and you end up sniping the 6-so straight from Mercedes' hand. Putting you in first place, which is super nice. A thin first place is a good first place. Well, at least to me. But yeah, other than that, congratulations on your win. You are a part of... I'm forgotten.
UNSW Wanderers.
Yeah, well, you're right in the middle of the pack. First never hurts. So, congrats. It's super good. Hopefully you guys continue to win in the future.
All right, thank you.
No worries. Thank you so much for coming on and joining us. I was literally about to click this Hanchan and they ended, so it's not relevant anymore. All right.
Just double check, make sure the scores.
Looks like a beatdown.
It does look like a beatdown. This is 24QQ's Tile Dreaming, absolutely taking this, slamming everyone else down in this Hanchan.
Jesus. Checkout game. Table 2.
Table 2? Wait, where's table 2? Alright, well, you know what? We'll look at the standings real quick. Let's tap into that one. Go. Playoff. No, wrong. Schedule. Alright. So, the game we just watched was this one on the very right. Gable. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a beatdown. That's a sumo everyone to death beatdown from Miku right there. And...
yeah, that's
holy crap.
It's quite a first.
That is quite a first. Yeah, I got nothing to say to that other than that's a good first from Miku. You know what?
Well played. Well played.
Well played. All right, let's go into the standings. So, we do end the week. Tile Dreaming in first place, Artsuki in second place, Water in the Fire third, Dark Flame, Cursed Totoro in fourth, Powerpuff... wait, is this updated? Actually, I have no idea if this is
16 of 32, so yes.
Yeah, everyone's up there. It's 16 of 16.
Well, it was mostly... okay, yeah. Powerpuff Boys in 5th place, AUNSW Wanderers in 6th, Drunken Ron in 7th, Calm for Fun in 8th, Long John Silver in 9th, Tanya Sensation in 10th, Itchy Richie Fingers in 11th, and Unistar Fan Club in 12th place. These are not updated, so we'll give you guys these next week. But yeah, I am J-Cakes. Joined by SBT and Corak. We want to thank Corak for getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning for 2 days in a row to commentate with us. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for inviting me. It's been fun.
It's a pleasure, and I'm very, very sure we'll invite you again. But we're gonna go through our current list of guest commentators before we send you another invite.
Oh, of course. I could use some sleep anyway.
We'll catch you another time.
Yeah, we'll catch you another time. But yeah, stay tuned next week. We just hit the halfway point in the season. You know, we still got half a season to go. These scores could still entirely flip. Please, stay tuned. Join us next week. And yeah, until then, see you guys next time.